wallet, passport, and credit cards disappeared on the way on metro from Charles de Gaulle Airport to the hotel located at Metro Père Lachaise. On a crisp October Friday night, I had no place to go. The U.S. Embassy and banks were closed till Monday. I stole a piece of unfinished baguette from a bistro and decided to spend the night at the Père Lachaise cemetery. I walked in and took a map from a black box. Modigliani, Morrison, Balzac, Bizet, Proust, Chopin. Good company. Walking by the crematorium, I thought, so it is cold, my feet hurt, I'm hungry, thirsty, and homeless. But I'm alive. Other people are dead. I was always perplexed by Pushkin's life and line. There is no happiness in life, but there are rest and freedom. Is that what he meant by rest? Peace and tranquility. No one bugs you. And freedom. What is freedom? Is it a freedom from passions, from all obligations? In a Zen way, sort of. How can you be happy while you are restless and enslaved? In other words, alive. Does it mean that you are only happy when you are dead? But how can you feel that you are happy if you are dead? I hid from a security guard and gulped down half of the bottle of absinthe picked at the airport duty-free store, chasing it with the bread. Then I leaned against some angel and dozed off. When I woke up, the full moon illuminated the cemetery. I could see every letter on every tombstone, every faded petal on every flower, every ant climbing every blade of glass. Also, the cemetery teemed with famous dead people. I saw Jim Morrison with a bottle of whiskey and Modigliani with a bottle of cheap red wine. Then I climbed on the gravestone and said, listen, dads, I was going to go to Paris Lit Up or Spoken Word this week, and it's closed, but I don't have a metro fare. Why don't we have an open mic right here? We will call it Père Lachaise Slam. Climb the graves. I will take videos with my iPhone and share them on my YouTube channel. It is 1 o'clock now. We have about 5 hours to kill. What about the visual artist? Asked Modigliani. You do graffiti. Take my lipstick. And before we were slamming. We slammed the hell out of it. The gravestones exploded out of the earth, clouds of clay flying, points red sticking out of their graves. Some drifted parallel to the ground. No one cast shadows. Random skeletons and decomposing bodies burst out of the abyss to join us. They clicked their fingers and rattled their bones in approval. Jim Morrison started the show with "This is the end." After that, it was dead quiet. Who could ever go after this, I said. Any takers? And from the nearby bush came out André Gide, cuffed and red. What did I mean by living? That is exactly what I would have liked someone to tell me. In response, Isadora Duncan started to dance madly between the dance and the graves. The things got really unruly. A dark shadow lurked behind a bush. I recognized the beard and burning eyes. Fyodor Mikhailovich, I said, you are in St. Petersburg at Alexander Nevsky Laura. Why the hell are you haunting me? What is hell? Answered Dostoevsky. Who are you? You're not on the sign-up sheet, screamed the skeleton of an unknown writer next to me. To hell with you. And then we had Baudelaire, Proust, and Anais Nin. But when Oscar Wilde was about to read from De Profundis, it started to get lighter. Next thing I knew, the ghosts were gone. A black crow sat on the Sphinx staring at me, and yes, I thought, the living writers are full of themselves, preoccupied with submitting, publishing, and promotion of their work, and have untidy beards full of crumbs. The deceased are great, prophetic in speech, and effervescent in appearance, if not always agreeable. I have no money and no home, and yes, life sucks, and yes, eternity, Shmeternity, but I would like to hang on with the living for just a little bit longer, I thought.